I heard you say in an interview with somebody else recently that truth telling and secrets are sort of at the core of recovery. And tell us more about that.
Yeah. So one of the things that I found really fascinating about working with people in recovery was how telling the truth, even about the merest detail of their lives, was central to their recovery. And I became really curious about that. Like, why would truth telling be so important? And of course, there is the obvious thing that when people are in their addiction, they're lying about using, so part of getting into recovery is to stop lying to the people they care about their use. But it's really more than that, because what people in recovery have taught me is that it's not even just not lying about using drugs. I have to not lie about anything. I can't lie about why I was late to work this morning, which we all do. Oh, I hit traffic. No, I didn't hit traffic. I wanted to spend 2 more minutes reading the paper and drinking my coffee, right? Or just lying about, I don't know, where I had dinner. So people with addiction will get into, the lying habit where they're lying about random stuff because they're sort of in the habit of lying. And how recovery is really about telling the truth, in all ways. And so one of the things that I had a lot of fun with in writing the book is sort of exploring the neuroscience around why truth telling is important to leading a balanced life. And we know every religion since the beginning of time is all about telling the truth. Well, why, right? And there's really interesting neuroscience behind it that suggests that when we tell the truth, we actually potentially strengthen our prefrontal cortical circuits and their connections to our limbic brain and our reward brain. And of course, these are the circuits that get disconnected when we're in our addiction, right? Our balance in our reward pathway or limbic brain, our emotion brain, is doing one thing, and our cortical circuits are completely disengaged from that, ignoring what's happening, which is easy to do because it's reflexive. We don't need to think about that balance for the balance to be happening. But we have to re-engage those circuits, anticipate future consequences, think through the drink, not just how am I going to feel now if I use, but how am I going to feel tomorrow or 6 months from now? And that telling the truth is in fact a way to do that, to make these connections stronger. And I talk about some studies in my book that kind of indirectly show that. So I find that really fascinating. Plus, that being open and honest with people really does create very intimate connections. And those intimate connections create dopamine. So